Hi all, how you doing? Hope you're doing great wherever you are in the world. All right, so we're just going to talk a little bit about Blockdag, go over some of the AMA stuff and see if any questions have been answered. So this is the Blockdag Investors Group YouTube channel run by Reed Davis. Reed Davis did an AMA, when was it now? 22 hours ago. Okay, and he comes across and admits to being kind of the director of this Blockdag Investors Group, and they've got an LLC formed in America. I'm not quite sure why they need an LLC form, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter. So he basically checked up on the Samoa um, registration. Okay, so I use this. So the entity search for the for Blockdag. Although it's not called Blockdag. Oh God, I forgot it. Forget its name again. Hopefully it's on here somewhere. DAG Systems Limited. That's it. So I did a search for DAG Systems Limited, and I got nowhere with this. Now apparently this search is for Samoan companies, i.e., where they're actually based in Samoa. So clearly, Blockdag doesn't have a physical location in Samoa. Um, So it's not in this register, basically. Okay. Now it might have helped if the Blockdag people have actually told people where to search for it or something. But Reed Davis said he did all the groundwork and he doesn't mind doing that. And he said it took him 4 hours to find out. It probably didn't take a continuous 4 hours, okay? But he basically emailed people, phoned people up, and all of this kind of thing, and finally got the information, which is on the screen here. We confirm that DAG Systems Limited is registered with us. Registered office is as follows: Inshore Consult, Samoa Limited, Intershore Suite, Les Sanatele Complex, PO Box 608, Apia, Samoa. So he's got that information. He's dug into it and then found the information. Also, when he did this, he kind of had a go at us YouTubers for not sort of doing the enough research into it and said, oh, it was easy to find. Although he did say it took him 4 hours. So, uh, I'm sure obviously I could have done some email and stuff like that. But the point was when I did my video on this, I put a link and said, listen, guys, this is the link I'm using. Is this right or is this wrong? All right. And someone from the team could have potentially said, no, you've got it wrong. You're not going to find it there. Okay. They could have come up and done something. But the point is, Blockdag have close to zero transparency, in my opinion. They just hide stuff or they just don't want to give any information away, which they should be doing. Okay. So he's found this information anyway. And this is the kind of point that I want to raise in this video, or one of the points anyway, is that, this information could just be put at the bottom of the page. This is the Blockdag homepage, and just go to the homepage. So you could just stick it at the homepage, right at the bottom. This is why, I always often look at the bottom. They've got this here. Why don't they just put under this, Why don't they just put this information? It's pretty standard to put like a business address. Okay. They could put it in the about section, okay? Put it in the about us. Okay, but it's not there either. It's not on the website. And this is what I say all the time about Blockdag. They're lacking in transparency. Um, so that was the one thing the AMA. He's had to dig around for 4 hours trying to find out the address. It's not good enough. And you might well have found it and have a go at me for not finding it, but the point is they should be more transparent. How easy is it to just put up this address on the website? Piece of cake, literally takes 1.5 minutes, and all the investors in this project, or people potentially wanting to invest would see that address and be more confident in the project, maybe. So that was one thing. So this Blockdag investors group, what I'd say about is, yeah, it's fair enough to create this group, and I don't blame you for doing it. Okay, safety in numbers, you can talk about things, discuss things. This is pretty standard practice in people who invest in projects. Whatever, you share. Lots of people have these. If you have shares in the company, then you'll obviously form groups. It's one thing to do, form a group and discuss things and, share your concerns and try to get answers from other people working together as a team and I guess this is what they're doing, and that all makes sense. And now some people have sort of accused these guys of being paid and paid shills and that kind of thing. Who knows? They could be. Personally, I don't think so. I think they're probably genuine people. They come across as that. If they are shills, then they're doing a very good acting job, okay? But personally, one of the things that this Perry was answering, I think it was Perry anyway, who said in this AMA that they went through the other night, was saying, I'm not AI and stuff. I don't believe that cock and bull about people saying that people at Blockdag are all AI and so I don't believe that. I think they're all real people. I don't think it's AI and stuff. I mean, people just got AI mad. They just accuse everything of being AI now. It's just like gone from one extreme to another kind of thing. Nobody believes anything anymore, it seems. But I think these guys are all genuine. But what I'd say about the problem with this Blockdag Investors Group is that they kind of they unlikely to let anybody in who doesn't agree with them because they say go to the Facebook group, but I'm pretty sure I've been banned from that group. Um, Whether it's the same group, but I'm pretty sure I got banned from one of the groups because if you say something wrong, if you say it's a scam and this is the reason why it is a scam, or go search this, then you'll just get deleted kind of thing. And this is the thing. By having this group, it's all well and good. But if you're not going to listen to reason, then basically you're just listening to yourself. You're in a what's called an echo chamber. Yeah, you say something and it bounces back off the walls and comes back to you, and you hear yourself talking, and you think, yeah, that's great. I agree with all of that. What you need other people to disagree with you. Okay, this is a thing that causes creates good debate and good conversation and usually is more likely to get to the bottom of things. Whereas if you're all in agreement, you know, um, I don't think that's helpful. It's always better to have a discussion, a good, healthy discussion where some people actually, disagree with you, as long as it's all logical, okay? And that's what I'm all about. A lot of these people say, I'm just here to shit on Blockdag, shit on the project, basically, and it doesn't matter if they do anything good, I'm just gonna shit on it all the time. Now, personally, I agree. I think this is a scam project, and it's going to be very hard for to turn my ship around on this one. It would have to go. I mean, I just don't think it's possible because there's too much water under the bridge, basically. Um, I just don't think it can be turned around because there's too much for me. There's too many red flags, and for me, it's just a project I would just avoid. This is a project I looked at, watched the video to see if I could invest in this, see if it is worthy to invest in, and I came to the conclusion it was way too risky. And so a lot of these people have kind of said, other people's risk tolerance is different. Mine's much higher or lower. I don't know which way you want to call it. Okay, um, if I see too many red flags, that's it. I'm not going to invest in this thing. Yeah, everything's got to tick the boxes. There's a lot more boxes to tick for me than these guys, you know? Some people say, well, if he's invested in it, I'll invest in it. Okay. And that's it. They don't know anything about the project, which is to me just, crazy. Um, so yeah. So the Samoa thing, just not transparent. Now, the other thing I wanted to just mention is the sponsorship. Um, Anthony said that the Seattle Seahawks logo was going to be on their website soon. Well, and the way he said it, it was kind of like within a few days, as in like 5 days kind of thing. It's just the way he said it. I mean, so it's been like nearly 10 days, and there's no Seattle Seahawks. Not Seattle Seahawks, Seattle Orcas, okay? Rugby team. They're not on here. They were on here and then they got removed and they're not on here anymore. So I was kind of just chasing that up, really. Um, this is the thing often that Blockdag do. They'll say something, and then basically, I get the feeling that they just want people to forget about it. After a few days has gone, then they're not going to really bother about that. That's not important. And to be honest with you, it's not that important, really. The Seattle Orcas. It's a small rugby team, but if they're going to say these things, then it needs to come to fruition. Otherwise, they're just lying again. Okay. And they've lied so many times that they just lie so often. It's just ridiculous, in my opinion. And that's why I find it very difficult to believe in this project. And that's why I believe it is a scam because no proper business, in my opinion, would lie so much. Okay. And that's the problem I have. Another thing, yeah, that was the other thing I wanted to sort of talk about was the X10 um, engagement miners that were sent out. Now, from what I can gather, it was sent out to random people. But it seems to me that the random people seem mostly to be from this Blockdag investors group, which means it's not random at all. Now, I can understand them getting maybe one or two or something, but it seems like a lot of these have got like these miners. I mean that is not, how it should have been sent out. If you'd have bought these things and then you basically have to be in the Blockdag investors group to get one almost, it seems. Because this Reed Davis guy who said, "Oh, I know him. I know this video. I know this person who's making this video." So it seems like so many of them are in this Blockdag investors group who are getting these engagement miners. And that seems wrong to me. It seems very biased. And that's why I feel a lot of people say that these guys have been bought because, and you can't really argue with it too much. If these guys are all getting these X10 miners, then it looks very biased. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. Thought I'd do a quick video, and it's been turned into a longer video because I've waffled. Um, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, and have a good rest of your day.